Hi all, welcome to the Midnight Show, and today we have Vagabond, and the main speaker is Navid. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your project?
Sure. No, that was a short introduction. Yeah, of course.
Well,
Um,
you're gonna tell us about your stuff, and we'll talk about the Midnight Show and what we do at the end. I think it's your night, not ours.
Perfect. Okay. Um, by the way, first of all, now officially on the records, thank you for having me today for the Midnight Show. Okay, where do we start? Navid is my name. Navid Kenlarjani. I'm the managing partner of TRXF. TRXF is the company who is running, owning, and building Vagabond as a platform, but also as a company. With me, I've got three other partners who are in the leadership of Vagabond, which is Michael, Sebastian, and Thomas. We all have either enterprise backgrounds or consulting backgrounds. So PwC is one of
Mhm.
the big houses we were in, consulting a lot of companies, starting from Daimler, Mercedes-Benz, up to the big pharma companies, up to even Adidas and Tesla.
Wow.
So um, over the journey when we've been in consulting, we found out every time when we mentioned blockchain, specifically blockchain to implement into organizations, we always got three main answers to that. Either they don't have a budget, they don't have experts in the house, or they can't implement it in their legacy IT systems or infrastructures in that case. And in 2020, when we left PwC and we're sitting together, Thomas, I, and Sebastian, we were talking about how can we change that, and the idea of Vagabond started. So Vagabond, that was the initial idea, was a platform we wanted to build up, which is as easy as WordPress is. Right, so that was the beginning of the whole thing. So what we want to do, and as a big vision of Vagabond, is enabling businesses to implement the benefits of blockchain into their operations, right? And of course, to increase the market potentials, right? Today, if you look around, everyone who is using blockchain has at least 30% of growth potentials in the market, comparing to all the others. So, but while doing that, we want to solve a basic, not a basic, the main business problems we have right now in the world. The business problems are transparency is a huge one. Data security is the second one. We need to get greener, so we need to get more sustainable with that. I will come to that, but blockchain needs to start to get affordable for the mass of companies. So I'm talking about small companies, mid-sized companies, but also enterprises. So that's why we started with Vagabond in the first place. So along the journey, when we had Vagabond in mind, we started with Ethereum, like everyone starts with it, to test around, and found out, okay, Ethereum is not the most sustainable network right now on the market. So we changed to Binance Smart Chain, tested a little bit on Binance Smart Chain, and then said, okay, well, we don't get all the benefits we need from, for example, XRP, right, or the XRP ledger, or from Cardano. So we started to build up our second layer, which acts as an interchain layer, right? So it's not a cross chain; it's an interchain. So what we can do is usually you call it DECT, right? So I think that's a easier way to explain it. So what we do is we can operate and execute commands on different networks with, for example, XRP, right? So we have the XRP ledger. We can use the benefits of Binance Smart Chain or Cardano in the future to get there. So this is when we started to build up the technical side, and now we wanted to solve the business side. So solving the business side was, how do we get blockchain as understandable and as accessible to the businesses themselves, right? So, and that was the beginning where we started to think about the pricing model of Vagabond, to think about the use cases we want to use for Vagabond, so on and so forth. And we came down and said, if we want to make it as easy as WordPress, it has to have a price which is definitely affordable for everyone behind that. So the price for Vagabond DApp is $29.99 a month for the businesses we work with, because we want to have a huge adaptation in the market in order, to say we can. I'm just seeing it in the background. It's like McDonald's. It's, McDonald's is food for the masses, and Vagabond is blockchain for the masses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So how did you, where did the idea, how did you inspire yourself to reach the conclusion that this is needed for the space? What inspired you? What was the biggest problem you saw?
When you talk to clients, when you talk specifically to the business clients we had at PwC, it's all about generating value, generating growth. It's all about securing, either data or the business themselves. And that was the beginning where we started to get into thinking about implementing blockchain. And that was 2014, 15, 16, right? Before the hype in 17 and 18. But at that time, it was not as accessible for us, to do that. So we started to let it grow. And every client we talked with, we came always to the same conclusions. I want to have something which is reliable, which is transparent, which is immutable, which is uncorruptible, but still from the other side gives me the security I need. So like the answer was always blockchain. That's very sure.
So business model. How do you see yourself progressing within, because crypto is a very hard space to penetrate. So how do you see yourself marketing yourself within the next, say, 6 months? Next 6 months.
Well, the 6 months part is pretty easy to say. we are coming from one of the biggest consulting houses in the world, right? So it is very obvious with the network we have that we enable exactly this, company and network to do the bidding for us afterwards, right? So what we will do, nothing set in stone right now. No contracts signed. We are on the way to do that. Getting a company like PwC or EY or Deloitte or KPMG or McKinsey in that case, to add Vagabond into their portfolio, and when they are with the clients, considering at least to implement that with the clients, that is the way we're going to go forward. From the one side, the other one is we have a couple of clients right now, signed contracts for building that up with them. So mainly the marketing part, it's a sales part, not a marketing part, right? We are approaching them, and it looks really good right now.
Have you got I love pitch decks, by the way. Have you got a sort of pitch deck that you could share with the guys here?
It's on our
and you
website.
Can share your screen. You can share your screen here. So some of these guys, maybe you can run through it. I can show you how to share your screen. Or do you want me to share the screen?
Phone. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
All right, let me go to. I'll go to the website and I'll get that.
You should have told me that before, man. I would.
That's all right. Sales deck. I'll share it with the guys here.
Sure.
So guys, I'm gonna you do that, and I'll just sort this out.
Okay, perfect. So, in at the end, like the business model you asked us for, the business model in general is built on a high adoption rate, in order to fulfill, or at least to be sustainable in our business itself. Right, so that is the one case. But from the other side is we don't have the need for today to be profitable in whatever we do, because we are pretty much funded through institutional investors and to our partners, which we are working with, right? So we have a very big partner on our side, which is Silverberg Capital. Silverberg Capital was on our with us from the very first beginning, and you can look them up. Silverberg Capital manage right now 10 billion on funds.
Wow.
very, very big player in the States and in China right now. So we're working with them together, partnering up with them, doing a lot of stuff with them. I promised you I'm going to give you an announcement today. So you guys are the first to hear. Tomorrow the press release is going to go out. We are partnering from now on with NSAV. NSAV, you can look them up. It's NSAV, give me a second. Holding, I guess. Yeah, NSAVholdinginc.com. We are partnering up with them. They have a couple of really cool projects right now running. And they have a joint venture with BW.com, which of course helps us as well. From the other side, we're gonna implement Vagabond as one of their DApp builders, right, for the upcoming projects on their platform itself. So look, that's the way we start right now. The main business model at the end is similar to something what Rechain is doing. It's going to be a supply chain management platform.
Oh wow, okay. Well, guys, I've got the sales deck ready. If we wanna, should we start it?
Yeah, that would be great. I would like to see it.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go full screen. I'm gonna share the screen, and then we're gonna do this. All right, you guys can see that?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's there. Awesome.
Oof.
Doctor's getting excited. Doctor's getting excited. That's oh, 1 second.
We see your second screen, man. On the third one, you promised your cat.
Nah, I'm gonna take this off. Sorry, keeps getting me. There we are.
Okay, perfect. So if most of it I just said from the first 4 slides, anyhow. TRXF is our main company, which is behind that, based in Frankfurt. We have a design studio based in Ukraine, Ivano-Frankovsk, 42 people sitting in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's designers and developers who are mainly working on the platform, and we have a subsidiary in Dubai. The Dubai is the Vagabond Solutions, which is taking care of all the payments and all the asset management behind what we do, right? So if you can go on for the next slide, I talked about the next slide as well, so you can jump for the next one as well. No, okay, you can go on. I just talked about all that. So main features on the platform itself, and we divide them in IAM, right? So it's from the usage part of the Vagabond platform, it's editorial, so everything which comes down to blogs and to articles, event management, registering for events or buying tickets. Ticket buying can be as NFTs, don't need to be though, right? A project management module we have built up, which has the full integration into software like Jira, or in software like Confluence, that you can build into it. We have a full-blown academy system. The academy system brings out at the end, when you pass the course, you're going to get your certificate as an NFT in your wallet. So we said we don't want any printed out stuff anymore. Timeline is a social media component we have in it, fully embedded into on the chain. And the list goes on, right? So we have profile managing behind that. We have NFT marketplaces, so e-commerce built behind that, etc., etc. So another thing which is mainly in it is an integrated wallet app. So clients who use this platform can have their own wallet system, wow. Which is based, though, I have to be careful. It's based on our tokens, right? So you could, if you want to have ERC20 or XRPL tokens in it, and later on Cardano tokens. But for now, it's just the purpose is our tokens or any token you mint with our system, right? Not with our system, but the token creator we have on it. So we can do exchange. We deactivated that for now. We will look into it later. But mainly NFTs, BEP 721, ERC 721, and XRPL NFT. It is running on XLS 14 right now. At the moment where we can use the XLS 20, we're going to use that for the XRPL. Then, of course, the tokens, you can have BEP20 tokens and XRPL tokens, later on Cardano for both. We have a decentralized document management system, which is based right now on IPFS. It will change though, where I can say not right now. And smart contract management, and I have to go a little bit into detail into that, is on Vagabond, when you go in, you choose your use case you want to have, you choose your data center you want to have, and then you choose your modules you want to use. So for example, if you use an NFT marketplace module, everything what you do gonna happen in the background. So the smart contract's gonna get written for you, the smart contract's gonna get deployed on the BEP20 or on the BSC side. XRPL, it's a little bit different. Then you can choose if you want to have your own token, right, which operates into that. You can choose then, do I want for the NFT marketplace an auction, or don't I want to have an auction? At the moment you have an auction, you need the treasury. So the treasury contract going to be minted as well, either way, either system behind that. And then you're going to jump in and then deploy the whole system. And actually you're going to have exactly the same thing like you have on WordPress. You have a dashboard where you can control everything you have, and you have a front end, and you can show that to your clients. So what you can do as well, either you use predefined processes we have or predefined templates we have, or you're going to just write your own template on React, because the front end is 100% built on React. So other side, yeah, profile and follower system. We have a full featured CMS in the background, as I just said. We have APIs enabled behind that to talk to or to interact with mainly all of the enterprise solutions out there, right? So I haven't seen one which we don't. Enterprise integration ready, I just said. And I have to say, right now it's fully on AWS or Google Cloud. This will change though. Look, on our roadmap, on our MVP, we have been 100% centralized. So we had MongoDB from the one side, we had file store for the file storage, and we used Google Cloud. So in the next step, or the step we are right now, we have still Google Cloud, but our file management system is on IPFS, and we are using a decentralized database. In the next step, what we want to try to do, of course, on the possibilities we have, is to go on a decentralized VM and have the whole thing decentralized, right?
Oh wow! So you guys have done a lot already. So how long have you been working in total? How long have you been working on this?
Look, from the idea till now, it's a year now. We're working on that.
Substantial,
yeah, it's a full year
which is
now.
good.
Yeah. So, and it will take until we have the full blown system out. I mean, these features I talked about, they're all there, and they're all tested and working. But to get there, where we say that's a release candidate for us, to the public without our own doing into it, it will take another 6 months.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So how, like, so the product, how ready is it?
For us, it's very ready. It's usable, and we are using it. The only thing we need still to work on, to really ensure that it really works as we want, is to have it publicly and stress tested. These are the two main things we have right now, right? So we're gonna go on February online with the NFT marketplace for individuals, so for hobbyists, totally free. Everyone can build up his marketplace for free. There's a demo online, by the way, for that. You guys can check it on our YouTube channel. I can, if anyone, I can
share the screen if you want. They want to see the. Well, actually, I'll give me the link and I'll share the URL. I'll share the URL.
How do I? Oh yeah, I know how to share that with you. Just a second. I'm so unprepared for Telegram, man. That's
all right. Don't worry. Take your time. Take your time. Don't worry about it. Let me. I'll message you directly, and then you can.
In the background.
So give me a second. Where's that? I know, Michael, Sebastian, are you there? Can you share that, actually? If you could, that would be great. We'll have it here as well, so that's fine. Okay, how do I see where you sent me something then? I'm gonna just post it into the chat. That's
yeah,
easier
wait, you
because...
might get blocked. Oh. he just kicked himself.
That's,
that video is really cool.
did he get banned?
Who's get banned?
Right. So basically now we might as well have a little chit chat because he's not going to be here for a few minutes. He's going to change his username.
No, I think
no, it's fine. It's fine. Come on.
John, is he banned?
No, he's not banned.
So I think with music in the background.
All right, let me. Oh god. Oh, he's not got a username. Oh man. All right. Okay. Let me stop sharing screen.
Oh yeah.
If you can play it, my friend, it's.
Oh, he's not got a username. You're right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he's not got a user. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, man. It's okay.
I was about to say don't share your link, and you went and shared it, and they kicked you out. We did. There's a lot of bots and scams, so we try and avoid links.
Okay. Now I see it. Yeah, I'm not authorized to do that. Okay, nice. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was funny. I was like, no, I couldn't even finish my sentence.
Yeah.
I've shared the YouTube link, guys, so you guys can watch the video. We're not going to use the time to watch it.
I turn it on that he can send links if he wants.
Okay, all right. No, I've switched it. If you want to send links while we are at it, you can. So you've got special permission.
Yeah.
Awesome.
With
Thanks.
Doctor.
Okay,
Doctor, you are the community boss now as well, so you can got control. You see, the German took control now.
Oh man, that's not a good idea though. You're gonna have a lot of order, but that's not a good idea. Give it German.
It just becomes more effective that way.
No, I like what you guys are doing so far, and I see that you're well. Most of the projects we try and get real utility projects to come and talk on our show. We try and avoid all these, Shibas and all. You don't. We do hear them out, but we don't vouch for them. And projects like this, everyone gets excited because they're unique. And our most recent project we had was Oppa, quite a successful launch,
Nice.
and is doing quite well. So, and I mean, we do support guys like you because you actually put in a lot of effort into it. And what I see here and what you're doing is amazing. And you've got quite some good investors in here listening, and some of them are DMing me. They're saying, "Oh, I'm going to put more, and can we buy more?" And they just want to buy the whole thing. So
let's talk about that afterwards.
Yeah, we'll do a deal after. But tell us about so you got like an educational piece within Vagabond. So tell me about the educational piece and what you're gonna do. What do you mean by education? How are you gonna educate your community? Are you gonna onboard new people that don't understand crypto and educate them how to trade?
What are you referring to? I can tell you what education means for us. It's not education as a dedicated word in itself, right? So what we say is always it's information, education, and collaboration behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want to do, our platform enables all three in any case what you do. So the information part, it reflects in everything what I said before, right? So the editorial part, event management, the project management is all part of the information part. The academy, the timeline, the blogs, the system offers is part of the education part. And then the collaboration part, of course, comes back to the project management and everything else you have in there, right? So also you're there. Okay, so and contribution and innovation is a result of all that behind that, right? So if you take that, and this is more a funnel you're seeing on here, right? So what happens is companies with their projects, startups with their products, governments with services, or institutions with information they want to have cannot choose one of them. It's one block. That's what they get when they work with Vagabond. Right? So you can choose your token, you can choose your modules behind that, you can integrate third-party data in it. And then we're going to come down to the essential of what Vagabond is. So it's VNFT, it's VMarket, it's VTreasury, and it's VPayment. And out of that, we generate the small product, so the small dApps for everyone. Right. So let me give you an example on that. Sustainability, I was talking before, right? So there is a huge company who is working with us, and they want to educate their own people. They want to inform their clients, but from the other side, they want to win, of course, more business in order to do that. So what they do is they got a sustainability platform where they can, achieve all of these things through our modules behind that. So VNFT is the base of everything what you have in order to transact, in order to hold, as ownership. As I said, certificates for your academy. It can be emission certificates behind that. It could be physical, non-physical items behind that, etc. On the VMarket is a little bit more than just NFTs. The VMarket is, for example, crowdfunding or investment. It goes beyond. It goes into trading itself, right? So we have an interesting client. I can talk about that, I guess. They are in weed in the US, right? Yeah. So what they want to do is they want to build up a weed trading platform. So it's actually a weed futures trading they want to build up. So they will build that up completely on Vagabond, right? Why are they doing that? Because there are so many regulations, regulatory parts behind that, which a standard exchange can't cover. But what we say is, and maybe I'm going to explain that to you, is in the US, what you have is 50% of the whole REIT business down there is still black market. So you have, you don't know 50% of the REIT where it is coming from and where it is going to. And this is why the regulation is so hard over there. So in order to get the governments or the regulatory bodies to accept a system like this, you can convince them through a blockchain. Wow. That is what I meant. So now it's a startup. How do you want to go to a startup and say, hey, they're going to cost you $3 million? They don't have the money for that yet. Right? So they're going to come to us. We're going to build that up for them. So another thing is VMarket is also everything what comes down to information, right? So on the sustainability platform for the client I was talking about, they have an index, right? A sustainability index, emission index behind that, which takes the third-party data. So for example, GRI, SASB, FFB, and you just put in your data and the frameworks, and these are sustainability frameworks, right? Exchange the data. So you just have to put it once and then you get it out of there. So now the market part comes in. The market part is how does a company after COP26, present itself to its clients? And that's exactly what we do, right? So you can type it in. So just to finish it up, and then you can jump in. VTreasury is, of course, a treasury business or a treasury module behind that. And then you're going to come to the VPayment. VPayment is every transaction. We define payment as a transaction itself. It's not about currency or money. Even information is payment for us.
Oh, this is
Did that make sense? Or did
it does make perfect sense. Unless, well, we're going to have people ask questions later, but a lot of people want to understand hierarchy. But if you explain some of these phases that you're talking about a bit, like what, I'm a techie, so I know what G Cloud and AWS and all this stuff doing, what you're doing when it comes to data and how you're storing data. But if you can just go through your overview in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, just for some of the tech heads here.
Sure. Look, I was just mentioning it before. So what we did, the very first stage or phase we had was 100% a centralized approach or centralized way to go. So we had VMs and EC2 VMs running on AWS and Google Cloud. S3 and Firebase, or MongoDB was as well on the data. Oh, there's a mistake in it, by the way. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, S3 and Firebase on the storage part, and Firebase and MySQL and MongoDB, as I said, on the database phase. So what we did is we just switched the database and the storage with decentralized options. So as I said, IPFS and BigChain or Orbit, but still the VM is on Google Cloud. So what we want to change in phase 3 is to get our VM on the chain, right? So have it decentralized the way through, so we can really talk about a fully decentralized system behind that. That's actually what the 3 phases are.
Amazing. Let's move to the next stage. I mean, we'll keep these short, so because we've got quite a lot of slides, so we'll keep them simple.
Layered architecture is a standard layered architecture as you see it in every good software project. So the only thing which is in there is the second layer solution we have in it. As I said, it's an interchain, not a cross chain. So the second layer is mainly the communication or the communicator between all the chains, networks, and ledgers down there. It's nothing more than that. It's just a showcase behind that. So the same over here, how does our system work? So you have the Binance Smart Chain and XRP Ledger. The one works with smart contracts. The other one works with the Node.js library. It communicates through the second layer with the application layer, and then you have the communication layer on top. So if you see it from top, everything I see, everything it does, and then going down to everything what's the benefits come into from the blockchain.
The split, yeah. No, that's
So same thing on the design side. So if you have the Google Cloud and AWS, which will change, you have the smart contracts, the management. That was what I talked about, the smart contract management. You've got the Vagabond core. It's the second layer though, the Vagabond core, and the modules. And then you're going to have the middleware, which is the API system. And that's what I said. We have a React front end. It works just with the API behind it.
So how you do? Are you going to introduce? Well, AI right now is a big thing. Are you guys going to introduce that somehow to your blockchain?
No, not yet. It's a very plain and simple answer to that. We don't have the expertise in house.
Okay.
We have handful to do with the actual project we have right now. I'm not saying we won't do it. I'm just saying we don't do it right now.
Okay, no, it's just a question, because not many people are trying to step into that direction because the difficulty the challenges it gives to any architecture.
Yeah, of course. I mean, definitely. Look, over here, the slide you have over here can give you a little bit of that. So it's a bunch of words put together, right? To show what the application layer actually does, but mainly what we want to achieve with the second layer is to have an off-chain computing, but still letting the blockchain be the judge. That's actually what the whole thing is. Get the computing power out of the blockchain. I mean, later it's gonna be on the chain, but to have it in the second layer, we're gonna do the computing and then decide, which blockchain gonna use what benefit we have, either pre-processed or predefined by us, or if there's an AI, the AI gonna do it then later, right? So you can jump over the next couple of things. It's all the same thing, man.
I'll go.
No, that was fine. That was
this one was good.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So look, the current use cases we have right now are sustainability and investment. These are working. I'm not talking about the modules. I'm talking about finished products, right? Which clients are behind that. The NFT marketplace, as I said, going to come will be public for everyone in February. We will have a mobility case. We will have a real estate case. We are in the early stages or in far stages of negotiation and contracts. E-commerce is done and dusted. We will use e-commerce. We have clients who signed contracts with us. If I could talk about them, I would. Agriculture.
No, we wouldn't want to twist the arm, but we'll twist it if you want.
Try, but I won't. My mouth is sealed.
When you said the real estate, tell us what you're doing with the real estate. What is your goal with the real estate? I'm quite well, we've got a few people that are keen into real estate in TMS. So
yeah, it's property management, mass housing. It's how do I do property management for units with 2,000, 3,000, or with complexes with 2,000, 3,000 units in it, right? I really can't talk in detail about that right now. I will let you know. Yeah.
Keep me posted. That's something I'm interested in.
You will read about that because it's not with us. It's with a huge. Oh, wait a minute, go up, man. The most interesting thing you're missing. So, one thing many people don't know: I started my career in gaming.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I built my games with Joe Wood in Germany, and then Tentacle Studios. So if people love car racing and are as old as I am, they will know GTR, which is today World of Cars. Of course, the evolution out of it. So these were my games over there. So what we want to do is we will step into the metaverse very, very soon with an esports solution behind that. And I gave you the answer what it's going to be. So
that is interesting. Okay, that puts a smile on my face.
Yeah. So good. Look, the other two things are the use cases. We don't need to go through that. I think everyone who wants to read about them, Reconcile is online. Everybody can go on the website and check it out. The investment part, as I said, is it is online, but it is closed. It will open in January, so you can go into that. But mainly, if you go up a bit, I think 2 slides, yeah. So mainly, what the benefit of the investment platform is exactly that. What you usually have is if you want to invest into a company or a startup, you need to go do your due diligence, set up term sheets. If it's a tech project, go and have your white papers, press kits, etc. So our partner, Silver Bear, gonna do exactly that, and they're gonna provide all the information up to date on the platform, right? Where you can go in and just invest at the end.
Cool. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I'm gobsmacked. I really like. I do love a pitch deck, and the good thing about. Well, I'll explain to everyone here. So I'll stop sharing screens. A lot of projects that you get within crypto, they're not prepared or have a pitch deck. They just have a white paper that they threw in, and and when you read through it, it's not there. And I mean, this is just on point. Everything is well laid out, and I mean, I'm impressed. We're gonna have a few questions. I don't know what to say really because it's just so tokenomics. What's your spread out of your tokenomics? Can you go through that with us?
Look, for the tokenomics is actually pretty easy. We have 2 tokens. It's VGB for XRPL and VGO for Binance Smart Chain. And I don't want to. I have to break the news. There will be a VGC for Cardano in the second quarter of the year, 2020.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it is built up pretty easy. 20 million on the VGB side, so on the XRPL side, were airdropped on the 24th. There are 10 million which are a split for the team. The team gonna get the tokens 5% a month over a span of 20 months, so they can dump it into the market. And we have another 10 million as marketing and promotion, consulting, etc. Which mainly won't be used. So they're gonna stay another 60 million. The 60 million gonna go into our asset pool into the company. So there is a regulation in Germany which says we can use tokens as assets in the company, which gonna be completely locked up. So they are. If you guys are familiar with SEC, we have the same in Germany, which is called BaFin. Same thing, just different country. And it is... The doctor is laughing.
Because I'm laughing when you go to BaFin and tell them you want, because my friend do a token too, and he go to BaFin, he tell them I want the token. They not know what they do right now. They can't tell me anything.
No idea what a token is.
Yes,
but but the German government allowed to have it, you have it as liability in your company. So at the moment where you put the tokens into the asset pool of the company, they're completely locked away. Good side is, you're reducing the circulating amount, right? Or supply in that case. The bad thing is, if you have it into your company, you have legal obligations behind it. So they are not security; they are still cryptocurrencies, but still, if they are in, we have 100% legal obligations, which we have to obey, right? So, and this is the bad part on that. So on the BSC side, though, it's a little bit different. The difference is the distribution of the tokens to the market. So it's 25 million, which is going to go through private and public ICO. There is a 5 million share for the team, which will be, as I said, distributed 5% per month. Over a span of 20 months, and a 10 million marketing, promotion, etc. And then another 60 million, which is going to be locked up completely. Yeah. So we decided to do that, the airdrop for the XRPL side, because as I said, look, we are very, very well funded in their case, what we do. The ICO, we will let you know what we're going to do with that. We will not completely use it for ourselves, though. It's going to be more for the ecosystems around.
So how much have you raised so far in your private investments?
Look,
and are they being invested?
Oh, the private one was actually pretty much gone at the very first couple of hours. The public one, we didn't put that much emphasis on it because we had our airdrop. We're gonna start now from the 1st of January to promote that a little bit more. It's 35% went out. And don't forget, we didn't really do launch pads or anything. It was just on our Twitter. That was it.
Oh, okay. So what's your so what was the total allocation allocated to the private?
Look, the private, you have to, I don't know if you read the white paper. So we have a two-step approach. Approach number one is our institutional investors, of course, wanted to have tokens as well. So they paid it with fiat, and the allocation is gone to them. And the other part of the private, what we did is, look, we didn't want to send it all to whales out. So what we said, it's a community private sale. So people had to register very early. The register form wasn't open that long. They registered. There was a minimum amount to buy, and of course a maximum amount to buy. And they registered. We closed the registration after 2 days and invited the people to the sales.
Awesome. These, by the way, these questions are for the community. I have read the white paper. Otherwise, I wouldn't have invested.
Yeah, all good.
But these guys will. Some of them, I'll be honest with you. Some guys won't even bother to read anything. They just wait for an AMA and they go, everything will be explained there.
That's awesome. Okay, then let me explain a little bit more. Maybe you have these questions, so we're gonna erase them afterwards. So the price you see right now on PancakeSwap, please ignore it. There's $1,000 of liquidity in there. That's why the price is very high. We're gonna put 4 million of the tokens into the liquidity pool. We're gonna have an initial price of around 50 to 60 cents. It might be a little bit higher as the liquidity price is right now very high. That's nothing we can control. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Some questions I've got from guys is, why is Vagabond on CMC?
Why is or isn't?
Why are they listed already without launch on CMC? That's the question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
yeah.
Either we are clever or we are very, very not. No, look, we applied for CMC, and CMC took the DEX chart actually in the DEX price and just put it in. There is no right or wrong behind that. Yeah.
No, there's no right or wrong because you're pre-listed, so that doesn't matter. Yes. And I mean, I've seen this on many projects, so don't be alarmed. I mean, I've explained to a few of you that it is what it is. That's the only way to do it if you want to get pre-listed. It doesn't look right, but once the project is launched, you'll see it correct itself.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying all the time, and I said it on our Twitter page as well. Is this is not the price which is going to be reflected after the ICO. That is. We got
the CTO here. Our CTO. He probably has some question. He's the crypto guru. Hugo, if you want to add something. Hopefully, I haven't caught you in the middle of dinner.
No, it will be hard for me because where I am right now, as you can listen, is a lot of noise. So I've been trying to go to a quiet place, but it's been hard right now.
We can't actually hear the noise. We can't hear anything. We just hear you.
Noise on the back?
No.
There is a little bit, but that's not a problem. Go on.
Bro, it's not a
Yes.
problem. Hugo, my brother, you can stay here. You can make noise. It's not a problem. Stay here in the voice chat.
The issue is not. I think so. The issue is not the noise for you guys. Is for me hard to hear.
But what is your question? Maybe I speak louder then.
No, I was saying, I've been a little bit. Has been a little bit hard for me to listen to the whole conversation, to the whole VC. I even tried to go to another place, but it's impossible. Well, I saw you were saying about the project working as a service. So if I have something on GitHub, could I deploy it using your project?
For the front end, yes. For the back end, look, it's pretty simple. If your stack is React and you're working on React, yes, you can do whatever you want. You can even use just our platform as a VM if you want to, right? So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to interact with our backend, that's the only choice you have. Use our APIs.
Use your what? Sorry, I didn't understand.
APIs.
The APIs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, in that sense, if I want to deploy a contract and things like that, I should first upload it on GitHub and then use your backend, right?
Yes. Look, what you can do is you can have a hybrid behind that, so you can use your own smart contracts, but also use ours as well. It is up to you how you set up your React layer, right? So your application layer at the end.
Did you get that, Hugo? Or Hugo's went quiet on us. But no, so far I'm
Look, I'm gonna talk with Hugo afterwards. I mean, whenever he's free, not afterwards because they're gonna be very late here. Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah, that's fine. You can pop in all the time. We have VCs here, and if you got any questions, we're more than welcome you here to just listen to some of the other projects. You never know, you might pick something different.
Awesome.
But yeah, so you're more than welcome to stay here and come back at any point. So what I'm going to do is, we've been talking for a while. I'm going to let some of the community and some of the team ask questions. For example, let's pick. Well, I'm not going to pick anyone. Put your hand up, and I'll just because the best question wins $100. Oh, everyone's putting their hand up. All right, let's see. Frank was first.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello?
Frank, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear you.
This is my question. How will the project increase the value, liquidity, and utility of the token? What are your plans to make your project stable and provide the highest return for investor in the long term? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for the question. A good question, though. What we believe in on the part of economics is, first of all, definitely the success and the spread, of word in the market, which always helps, of course, to stabilize a steady growth of a price of your tokens and anything behind that. It's the same as it is in the normal stock market, right? So if you talk a lot, if you have good successful messages you're going to send out, it's going to help you to get forward with that. So the second thing is, look, we are a blockchain as a service platform, so that means we won't stop building on it. Hello? I think our host is gone. Anyway, if you guys hear me, I'm gonna go on.
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. That's fine. I can take over. Go for it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
So,
then John Doc ist kein Problem, wir sind hier.
yeah. So this is the part of the steady growth of that. So from the utility side, look, as I said before, Vagabond will become later in a later stage. I don't have the date in mind, but it will be in the next couple of years. We will be a supply chain management platform, which helps from the farmer up to the customer to use the blockchain. Yeah. Hello.
No, continue, please.
Okay. To use the blockchain in order to fulfill the tasks behind that. And this is how we're gonna use the utility. I don't want to go into depth with that. I didn't do it till now in any conversation. We will announce that very soon, how the utility really works behind that. And what was your last question? Last part of the question? I forgot that. Sorry.
Frank?
Frank went.
No, Frank, bro, you can you repeat please your second question?
Right.
No. Okay, Frank. We'll pick another person. So anyone, put your hand up for a question, and
Hello?
we'll unmute you.
I don't know how
Can you
to
guys
put
hear
my
me
hand
again?
Oh, Hugo's here.
Sorry, my phone died. My battery phone died, so that's why I disconnected. I don't know if you guys want me to keep asking something, or if it already was somebody asking anything.
Now Frank dropped out, so if you want to ask questions, go for it.
Yeah.
So let's hold on one second. And Naveed, we'll give you the opportunity to pick the winner for the best question that you feel is the best question for you. So at the end of this Q&A session. Sound good?
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
All right, go for it, Hugo.
So my question is, so people, you were answering while I got disconnected, and I'm sorry for that.
Okay. You want me to repeat?
No, I think I got it. Like, you were telling me that if I wanted to use your platform, I should put it on the GitHub and then use your API to deploy it on the blockchain, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. So my question is, what are the advantage of using your platform instead of me doing manually on the blockchain?
Look, Vagabond is not built for developers. We are not solving technology problems, and that I forgot to say that before. We try to solve business problems. So look, what we see in most of the companies we work with, specifically in middle markets, is they don't have the budget or the capabilities in order to make the decision of building on a blockchain, right? I would, for my part, I would say, hey guys, come and join us, and let's make it better, right? Vagabond as it is from the developer side. But if someone, a hobbyist, wants to use Vagabond to use the blockchain, he can do it with React. But if you're a full-blown, full-stack developer, you might not use Vagabond.
Okay.
Yeah. Did that help?
Thanks.
Yeah.
The second question, the next question is from Wahyu. I unmute you. You can ask your question now.
Hello, Naveed. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes.
My question, how many unique NFTs will be developed since each has their own unique characteristic?
Again, please. I didn't understand the question.
Okay. How
Can
many
you type it in?
NFT?
We'll read it if you want. You can type it in if you want.
No. How many unique NFTs will be developed since each has their own unique characteristic? You can you understand?
Okay. Wait, how many unique NFTs?
Yes.
Can be minted on our platform? Was that the question?
Yeah. That's my question.
As much as you want.
Unlimited.
Limited, infinite,
Unique.
infinite.
Yes.
Okay. Second question. What Vagabond plan to do to maintain constant interest and prevent NFT Vagabond from getting lost in the sea of new NFT project?
The first part again. Sorry, man. Acoustically, I don't understand it. I understand your questions. I have to.
Wait. I put you louder. Wait, man. Wait. Okay, you speak. Can you speak? No.
I typing in the chat.
No. Just ask
Yeah.
again. We'll figure it out. Just ask again.
Okay. What Vagabond plan to do to maintain constant interest and prevent NFT Vagabond from getting lost in the sea of new NFT project?
Okay, I understand. Look, not at all.
Okay,
we don't want to.
thank you.
We don't want to. We won't promote a marketplace. The marketplace you guys build up. Look, it is like WordPress, right? So if you want to build up a website, you download WordPress and you build your own website and promote your own website. We are not building a marketplace, for our own. We are giving the individuals the chance to build up their own marketplace. Right?
Okay, one more, please.
I think
Yes.
let's give everyone a chance, buddy. So that's. I think
okay.
two is enough.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
We have a lot of questions. Thank you. We have a next question from Rafi. Hi, will the token be named VGB on Cardano as well and have the same 100 million max supply? Thank you.
No, it will be VGC like Cardano, and it will have exactly the same tokenomics like the others. Specifically the same like the XRP one. So 20 million, 10 million, 10 million, 60 million escrow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next question. I can't see hands.
Here, I'm here.
Yeah, Doctor, I'll do it. Modman, go for it. You're next.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My question goes to the audit. Like I know that audit plays an important role in enhancing the stability of any project. Do you have an audit certificate?
Modman, type your question, please. Your voice is very muffled.
I don't understand the word. Yeah.
Type your question.
I can type.
Bro. I mute you.
Type it.
Yeah, okay. Type it, please. Just Bez, you can ask your question.
Just Bez?
Okay. Alexis, you can ask your question. Alexis?
No.
Vladen
can ask his question. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Alexis?
Okay. Thank you.
Ask your question.
Alexis, do you have a question or not?
Okay,
Alexis? All right.
Alexis.
Vladen, go ahead.
I have actually two questions, and I want to. Those questions are dedicated to your overall vision. My first question is about the concept of Web3, as you know, because you aim to decentralization, you provide complex blockchain solutions, and you included that Web3 thing several times in your white paper. So still, the topic of Web3 is pretty controversial now, and it's highly criticized by such people as Jack Dorsey, Twitter founder, and Elon Musk. And just regular people don't understand what Web3 is, and projects try to manipulate investors with that idea. So I want to just to know what you think about all that Web3 hype, and is that even possible to achieve in the nearest future, and who will benefit from that?
Okay, thank you for your question. I'm gonna even confuse everyone a little bit more with this question on purpose. Look, we as the founders of Vagabond and the leadership of TRXF, we believe highly in a decentralized economy. It's not just a decentralized technology, right? We think the economy will and get better if it's decentralized in any kind and way. So, by having said that, Web 3.0 is the next leg, and that's my opinion, right? If someone doesn't agree, please step forward. I think Web 3.0 is definitely what the name says. It's the next step to the internet of the future. Look, we started with a very, very nice innovation, which was called the internet, and are right now somewhere in a possibility where I can interact and where I can execute payments easily without taking out my own card, without typing in something in it, losing my data, calling my institution, my credit card institution, etc., right? And this is just on the payment side. If we go down to security, to profile management, to information management, so on and so forth, Web 3.0 is, in my opinion, the next big thing in the internet space. Not just crypto, in general, internet communication, web.
Yeah. Thanks. So we have the next.
Just a second. Wait. He had another question in that as well.
Okay.
So what do I think about the hype behind that? I think it's too less right now, actually, to be honest. I'm wondering why we have to come up and build up something which Salesforce actually could have built up years ago.
Okay.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah, you answered. Actually, I had two questions, and that's just a person that was before me just to ask two. So I also wanted to ask two. My second question is, you had a long road yet. You had a long road before, but yet it's even more to come, and you're a pretty experienced project, maybe one of the most experienced in BSC space now. Still, you want to cover a lot of different spheres and to provide your blockchain solutions for different kind of things. So my second question is, which obstacles may you face on the way of achieving all the milestones of your loan plan?
Okay, thank you very much for your question, and thank you very much for the compliments, but I don't know if we are the most experienced or even near the most experienced. There are really awesome projects out there and really awesome teams out there. Look, obstacles, there are a lot on the way, and it's not just technology obstacles. Regulation is a huge obstacle, which we had to face. We need to see the sentiment of the market where we're going to go to. We need to see what Ethereum 2.0 going to bring for specifically if we talk about BSC and how BSC going to react on that. We need to see how the market going to react to that, etc., etc. And the biggest obstacle, it's not an obstacle, but challenge I see is if regulation changes, and we have to adapt to that. And I think this is something to consider for every blockchain solution out there, and specifically every blockchain solution which uses cryptocurrency out there.
Okay. That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have the next question. I get a DM from my as is on crypto. And he asked, or she asked, "Hello, sir. Can you ask my question?" "Hello, sir. My important question. Vagabond has two different tokens on its platform, VGO and VGB. Can you explain to us what is the relationship between these two tokens? What is the function and role of this token in a linear ecosystem? Why create two tokens on the same platform at the same time?"
Okay. Thank you for the question. I'm going to start from the last part of your question. It is not the same token on the same platform, or two different tokens on the same platform. We are talking about Binance Smart Chain and XRPL, two different networks. One is a ledger, the other one is a network. We need these tokens in order to fulfill the utility on these networks or these two different technologies. As I said, there will be a third one, which is going to be Cardano. Mainly the utility, and as I said earlier, I don't want to go deep into that, but every transaction which happens on this platform gonna be paid with VGO or VGB. As I cannot pay with VGO on the XRP side, I need a pair on the XRP side as well, and vice versa.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, a lot of questions. Hello, sir. Audit play an important role in enhancing the stability for any project. Do you have audit certificates, or are you working to audit your project to make secure, trustworthy, reliable?
Secure, trustworthy, and reliable, yeah.
Reliable, yeah. Okay.
Reliable.
This question is very close to my heart, and I think to the other partners of ours as well, is we are coming from an audit company. As I said, PwC is the biggest auditor in the world. We have audit in our genes, even though we are not auditors ourselves. So audit is a very, very big part, and audit use cases are a very, very big thing. Specifically, if you talk about regulations, if you talk about regulations on IFRS, if you talk about regulations in different jurisdictions, they're going to be a very, very important thing. And we try not just to audit ourselves and our data, but also to audit or to build use cases which are used for reporting and auditing. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Doctor, let's let a few. There's three others that want to speak.
Okay.
So we have. All right. Yeah, go for it, Jamal.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Go for. Do you have a question, Jamal?
Hi, Vagabond. Sorry, it sounds so funny. Yeah, my question is. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, my question is about projects. Looking at project differently. Firstly, I will have to congratulate you for the success of this project. It's been a great work. So, looking at it, making decisions is a key thing in projects and everything we do. And
Jamal, hold on. You're cutting out. Can you
Jamal,
type your question? Type your question.
I have a question, and I read the next question, bro.
Hello, can you hear me now?
No. Type out your question. You're cutting out.
Bro. Okay, then the next question is.
Hold on, Doctor. Let the people who want to speak first, and then we'll read the typed out questions. Dawa is key. Go for it.
I really like your project. I love the design. I think it's a fantastic name as well. Just wondered what inspired the name of Vagabond.
That's a good question.
What I have to ask the question back. What does it look like?
Do you know, it looked like someone was just coming out dressed like a gangster, a London gangster coming out with his hat and pants down.
Okay. Look, there are two parts of that. Thank you for that. By the way, is Gaz in here? Gaz, are you here?
Gaz old school.
Oh, he is. I'm gonna unmute him. I'm gonna allow him to speak. He was on mute. Gaz old school. Yeah, he's unmuted. He can speak now if you want.
He can explain.
I like his picture. Gaz.
Yeah, but by the way, it has to be careful. If anybody is under 18, leave the room, please, if he answers.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Gaz, we can hear you.
Yeah, no, I won't swear, I promise.
Oh, he's so British.
Yeah, I'm from Essex, mate.
You're from Essex. I'm from Essex. I'm not far from you, bud.
I'm not worried, man.
Yeah, I'm embarking.
Right.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no, he was asking where you got the Vagabond name from, Navid, not where the logo come from.
Yeah, I know. So okay, like Vagabond, the name is pretty simple. Thank you very much, guys. By the way, so Vagabond, the name is pretty simple. I think I've traveled the world now about 200 times when I was it's of course too much, but as I was a consultant. Everybody in the team, we traveled so much and we saw so many different companies and so many different things. So we said we are vagabonds. So that's where the name comes from. But and by the way, one of my favorite songs is Vagabond from Wolfmother, to be honest. That's where the name itself came from. The second thing, though, is where the logo comes from, and that's where Gaz comes into game.
Well, I think they all sat around and got really stoned and went to McDonald's and then thought, yeah, that seems like a pretty good logo.
Really stoned.
And that's
yellow pillars and red and.
I think he went to McDonald's and he saw yellow and red.
the golden arches.
I caught you.
So Vagabond summarize.
No, look, the thing is, we said McDonald's is for is food for the masses, and Vagabond is the blockchain for the masses. So that's that's where it comes from. At least the colors.
Clever.
Everything about it. The name, the music and videos, the design and the white paper, everything, and the flow in the website. It's just absolutely
like McDonald's, right?
Okay, thank you very much, by the way, for the compliment. The thing is, we have a very gifted designer in our team, Sebastian, and that's where the whole inspiration comes from.
I've got a question from as well, which I missed. I'm getting DM'd crazy, guys. I've been trying to answer as many as I could because I've read the white paper, but now I'm gonna ask one. One guy's name is My Ass is on Crypto. Vagabond has two different tokens. One on its platform, VGO and VGB.
We had the question already.
He write it to me too. He write it to me
All
too.
right.
Bro.
I missed that. I'm just going through my DMs now, bro. I just just got it.
But I can ask the other questions.
Okay, hold on, guys. We have Doctor. We have two more people with their hands up. Let's let them speak, and then we can ask the typed ones.
Yeah, because Eddie Man,
Omega Michael, go for it. You're unmuted.
Thank you very much. Am I muted? Am I live now?
You're live now. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. I've been following Vagabond from the start when I discovered the project on Twitter. I'm an SRP community member. I follow SRP since 2019. So I love Vagabond very well. So my question now is, what are the plans that the team are looking beyond next year and beyond for the project? It's just a simple question. I know you guys have a lot of things in store, but what are the sustainability things you have that we need to know, or a hint of it that we need to know?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Look, as I said, we're gonna build up on the use cases of the platform, so there are gonna be more and more use cases coming over the time. But one major thing which gonna happen, which we're gonna start actually in 2021 to prepare. We won't finish it up in 2022. In 22. It might go in 23 or 24. Is we want Vagabond as the technology to become a DAO. So we're gonna put it into a foundation, and it's gonna be continued to developed by the community itself. That was something which we decided before we even came up with the name or started with any coding of the platform. right? The only thing which gonna stay on our side are the use cases, and then of course everyone else who's gonna build on Vagabond the use cases, they're gonna own the use cases for themselves, right? So this is the major step we're gonna go forward. The other things are we are partnering up with a lot of different companies right now, because we think collaboration is the key to success in any business, right? And we are not afraid to share information or share knowledge, but also not afraid of competitors, because look, we love VeChain, even though they might be the biggest competitor we're going to have, or Algorand, right? We love in the XRP field, we love Sologenic with their NFT marketplace, or aesthetics. We have no hard feelings or we have hard feelings, which is love on that side, in supporting other projects and getting supported on and going forward. So this is from the technology itself. From the business though, the business is going to be a little bit different. The business is going to aim for an IPO in approx 3 years from now. That is where we're going to go forward to. And Vagabond, as a technology company, or as a provider, service provider, needs to be established and grown into a sustainable business beyond just the technology itself, right? So relationships, of course, client base, as that are going to come into.
Thank you very much.
Could I answer your question?
We're going to take 2 more questions, and then we're going to move on, I think.
Thank you very much.
Oh, John, I love your glasses, bro.
Bro, these I don't actually wear glasses. These are protect me against blue light. So
okay, I take the next question. It's from my brother Edimas. Vagabond is a very nice project. Since I see a lot of preparation from the AMA, got some questions. The first question: after the launch of Vagabond, how do you tend to keep the community active and flourishing? Flourishing? Yeah, flourishing.
Yep.
Flourishing, yeah.
Oh, that was a question? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Look, there are a lot of news coming out right now. Specifically, the exchanges, listings. We have a couple in queue. One gonna be out tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. We're gonna announce the first one. So this is of course one information behind that. The second one is the use cases and the partners we're gonna have. We're gonna share that. And as I said, we are aiming to go towards a DAO. So without the community, no DAO, right? Behind that.
His second question is very interesting. Bridging the gap between business and blockchain, what specialty are you bringing on board to stay at the apex of like patent projects?
Yes, I get the question. The answer, though, is a little bit difficult to give, not because I don't have the answer, but because the aim of the project is different. Look, what I see in the market right now is mainly the blockchain solutions out there are solving a blockchain problem. They're not solving a business problem. And we are using, as I said, collaboration is a huge part in it, community is a huge part in it, etc. We need to solve business problems in order to be at the apex, of businesses, or at least to closing the gaps between business and blockchain itself. Because just blockchain itself won't help a business if you don't solve a major business problem with that. So that's how we stay on top of that. There is, by the way, another thing which I maybe shouldn't say, but I will say, is our use cases. For example, we have a healthcare use case coming up in the next coming month for patient management. We partner up with companies, so we act as a company builder as well. We fund into it, we help them to build it up, etc. Because what we definitely are not is we are not a subject matter expert in every business, right? So we can't. We're just in our businesses. So what we do is we partner up with people, and if somebody thinks about building up his own business and using Vagabond for that, we're gonna help them with our investors, with our VCs to getting up and running, and also with our technology behind that. Yeah. So, I hope I could answer the question, even though it's a little bit difficult.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. We have the last question, the really last question from Paolo. You can talk no. You can ask a question no. And yeah.
We've got a couple others with their hands up, so I don't know. Naveed, do you have time to continue another 15 minutes?
Go on.
Okay, go for
Let them
it.
go.
Paulo.
This is one of the longest recordings we've done.
Paulo, go for it. You can speak. Paulo. Okay. All right, Paulo.
Okay, I have a question from Malik. He spammed me. And my question, I have 6 years experience in crypto as well as in NFT and other DeFis. So my question is about the airdrop distribution. The TRAM will face many difficulties about the results due to farmers and what the gains and implement in future to get it more better.
Okay, I'm gonna answer the question pretty simple. I won't answer any airdrop questions. Definitely not. There will be no airdrop anymore, so there is nothing to improve in that one.
That's the reason why his beard's gone so grey.
Yes, it is indeed.
Super stressed out.
Okay, right now I go and pick up some water for me because I'm really tired.
Naveed, there have been a couple of questions asking about staking. Will staking be available? Simple, yes or no?
Staking not by us, but by the exchanges, yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we have Edimas. You had your questions asked already. Anybody else? Mike Drudge, you had a question. I'm going to unmute you. Mike, go for it. Mike?
I think people like to put their hands up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Right.
All right.
So shall we just keep it short and sweet now? Let's choose a winner, and well, one of them is begging to answer a question. Let's do this last one.
We've
Crypto
got Paulo.
space.
Okay, go for it.
Where did he ask it?
Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay,
Yes,
Paulo, go for it. We can hear you now.
My question: If bear market comes, what is your token, my dumb? Any plans to prepare for this bear market? And what methods do you use to deal with panic selling? Thank you.
Panic shilling?
Okay.
Selling.
Panic selling.
Oh, selling.
That part I understood. The part before I didn't.
He's saying, what will you do in order to prevent panic selling? Is there any strategy that Vaga will take?
How can I prevent panic selling without manipulating the market?
You can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know. There's not much. Listen, two things, guys. A real project will not manipulate, or it just happens. If people want to sell, it's their money at the end of the day. You can't stop them from selling.
Doctor, I hope that's a heart, bro.
It looks like an arse. I was just sitting there thinking,
quite the artiste.
There's one crypto space is asking, are you guys getting audited? Are working towards an audit?
Of course we get audited. God's sake. As I said, we're PwC. Of course we get audited by PwC.
There we are.
It's impossible not to get audited if you're moving in this space.
Naveed, for those who don't know, the crypto bros, what is PwC?
PwC is PricewaterhouseCoopers, the biggest auditor in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Good
trying
answer.
not to smile.
I can give you even facts if you want. 255,000 employees and 43 billion revenue. I had to.
Just in case anybody here doesn't know, that's
Well, if you happen to drive past Canary Wharf, you'll see a PwC building.
Yeah, or any other major city for that matter.
Don't stop. If you see a PwC building, don't stop. Just drive on. That's how they got me in. I stopped and was hired 5 minutes later, I guess.
All right. We have Haram Malik. Oh, Mike, you have to ask your question to win. He's DMing me.
Bro,
Don't be shy. Don't be
Bro,
shy.
Haram Malik asked me his question right now, and he have a lot of questions, and I think one question is enough because he have thousands of questions.
I think Haram Malik has to attend another AMA.
We'll do after the launch. We'll have another AMA for you guys that want to ask more questions. But I mean, I think tonight Navid is tired, and let's just we'll choose a winner, and obviously we'll
I'm just thinking
talk
about
to
his
Declan
name
to get.
though. Why Haram? And why Haram Malik? But anyhow,
because it's not halal.
Okay. Awesome, cool. But now, look, I asked the question of Malik. I guess this is real name.
Okay. Wait, where's his question? He asked something for how many liquidity you have, bro. It's easy to answer. It's very easy to answer. It's not.
Okay, let's tell them, guys. If it's a bog standard question, please, there's if you check the pins, there's the website. You can go through the white paper. Most of the questions are covered there. And if you actually feel that you need to ask more, we will have another AMA after New Year's when the project launches, and the crowd will be a bit bigger because everyone's a bit on holiday. So I mean, this is just a bit of taster for Vagabond, and you guys can go and do a bit of research. And please, some of you guys that are listening, come a bit prepared with a few questions that you think are not answered on the white paper. But personally, I feel very comfortable with the project. I think it's well laid out and planned. Usually, I'm quite selective on what I put my money in. And what projects we bring on board and actually push ourselves. So I think these guys have done a great job, and the architecture side of it as well. From my point of view, I think it's well drawn out. Even the designs and logo for me is quite attractive. So
McDonald's.
But that made me laugh when you said you were high. When you said you were high, I was like, this guy was outside McDonald's getting a double cheeseburger, a triple cheeseburger.
Listen, us Essex boys know.
After this, I go to McDonald's. I'm not joking. After this, I go to McDonald's. I'm not joking.
What do you order? A VGB?
No, bro. I love McFish.
just go to the counter and say I want to have a VGB and a VGO. That would be great.
Have a look
at guys. Have a look at
well, when I tell in Germany VGB, they think that I'm a vegetarian, and
you're gonna give me the Beyond Burger or something.
Okay. Who do we pick for the $100 winner? And we talked to Declan as well to sort out the private investors. Guys, by the way, if you're choosing to invest, it's $1,000 plus. Anything less, I'll take them as donation towards charity.
Yes.
Okay, look, I can choose who is the winner, and there are really good questions in it. I don't know, Gaz, Michael, Sebastian, if you want to choose them. Just shout it in.
I'll take the $100. Screw everyone else.
Okay. By the way, Gaz is not a representative of the company. He's just.
No, I'm just another Essex boy, and I know a good project when I see one.
The winner is Gaz.
No.
All right.
I don't know. Just choose one.
They wanted to go on holiday. They wanted to go to McDonald's together, so they want to take the $100.
Okay. Bro, John, can I choose someone?
Go for it, doctor. Go on.
Okay, wait. Ene, mene, Miste, es rappelt in der Kiste. Ene, mene. Du bist weg. Vladin, you won, bro.
Vladin, okay.
Vladin did ask some good questions. So Vladin, send me your wallet address and I'll send you $100, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
All right, and the other guys, choose 10 people that. Well, guys, remember it's $1,000 minimum, and we'll contact Declan. Declan, if I'll unmute you. They can contact you and you can sort them out.
Yeah, not a problem. That's fine.
Just a second. Can you give me the list of the people who asked the questions? I'm gonna give everyone some VGB.
Oh, cool. Right, so now they're even better. You guys are getting free VGB.
Okay, wait, bro.
Hey, Naveed, I thought you said no airdrop.
No, there's not an airdrop. It's just a gift. It's
I'm gonna give you my name 20 times now.
Yeah, then you're gonna be ruled out as a farmer, and
Wallahi, I'm good.
Yeah, wallahi. Okay, cool, guys. Look,
You've killed the blockchain with this thing. You're gonna take over. XRP takes over. You're gonna take over XRP.
Okay. I want that all the guys they ask a question to stay in the voice chat.
10 people. That's all we can pick for airdrop, right? 10 people.
Okay. I screenshot.
Don't airdrop, man. I said we don't do an airdrop.
Okay, gift. Cheeseburgers. 10 cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You will receive your VGB by FedEx.
Wait, please. Okay, guys, you can leave right now because I do screenshots from the voice chat here, and I choose later 10 people. Maybe I sent 10 wallets from me. It's okay. No, I'm joking.
He's German. I believe he's joking. Yeah, it's funny jokes. Okay, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna Naveen, I'll send you the recording so you can share it. It's a bit long, but we'll do another one a bit shorter. We'll get with some VIPs. Thank you for coming, and it was a pleasure meeting you and seeing you on camera. Great project, and well done to you guys. You know, applause the hard work. I know how much it takes, and I'm going through the same process trying to build something with my guys here. So I know the difficulties you're facing and you've faced throughout the year. So thank you once again for being here, and we're looking forward to seeing you again. Just pop in for, we have voice chats all the time here. We have beers, whiskeys. We share our loves and hates of tokens. Just pop in and talk to us.
Will do. If you guys need help, let me know, by the way, for your project.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we got a good contact, so now we can talk because we're doing something unique like yours, and we might have to do a partnership because you've got a few things.